would welcome to VOP Business Show. I'm Joy Adesua Iramuseli. The Nigerian Port Authority, NPA, has ordered the immediate suspension of processing of truck-through virtual parks on the Eto platform. The suspension was announced in a statement issued by the head of operations of the Truck Transit Park Limited in Lagos, Irabo Economa, today. According to Economan, the suspension is part of the ongoing efforts to streamline and optimize the operational processes within the port ecosystem. Therefore, the operation of all virtual parks on the Eto platform has been halted with immediate effect and will remain so until further notice. He further stated that all trucks arriving at the ports will be emanated from an NPA-approved physical truck park, pre-gate or ex-processing terminal without exception. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, noted that the administration will pay 825.8 million naira as compensation to residents affected by the proposed construction of a second runway at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Wike spoke in Abuja yesterday while briefing journalists at the end of a closed-door meeting with members of the Jiwa community and other stakeholders. He stated that the amount would be paid through the Federal Capital Development Authority for compensation and resettlement of the people of the community affected by the project. He added that as part of the incentive, 12 persons from the community will be employed by the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development and its agencies, while 10 would be employed by Fcta. He also noted that the government would also construct the Jonga-Madaki Bridge alongside a 5-kilometer road leading from the bridge to the community for easy movement of the people. Wike explained that the project would be captured in the 2024 budget of the Fcta. He stated that the Fcta would equally provide a modern health facility to provide quality health care services for people in the community. Wike stated that an undertaking would be signed based on the agreement between the government and the community. He identified the signatories as the permanent secretaries of Fcta and Ministry of Aviation, Isa Idris, the chief of Jiwa, the chairman, Abuja Municipal Area Council, and the Commissioner of the Public Complaint Commission. Wike said the current administration was determined to ensure that the second runway was delivered. The federal government has saved 1.83 trillion naira in less than 3 months after it stopped the payment of subsidy on petrol. The savings were made from revenue that accrued into the Federation account in June and July. A source within the Federation account allocation committee confirmed that the amount was saved in the Federation account first as a fallback for a rainy day. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister for Economy, Wale Edun, has briefed the heads of revenue-generating agencies on what the government plans to do with the savings. The CME said the President's administration plans to save money to execute projects without relying on borrowing. On Sunday, President Tinubu told his host at the opening of the 63rd Nigerian Bar Association Annual Conference that the country can no longer continue to serve national debts with 90% of its revenue. Also, at the inaugural Federal Executive Council meeting yesterday, the president told the minister that his administration will rather create a stable macroeconomic environment than borrowing more money to implement projects. He noted that Nigeria was no longer in a position to accumulate more debts. The House of Representatives is considering the privatization of 4 national petroleum refineries as one of the strategies to enhance the performance of the oil and gas sector. The chairman of the House Committee on Petroleum Upstream, Honorable Ikenga Ugo Chinyere, dropped the hint yesterday during the committee's visit to the Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative in Abuja. According to him, the proposal is predicated on the fact that the rehabilitation of the refineries has gulped funds that would have been sufficient to build 3 new ones. He insisted that privatizing the refineries would make them more beneficial to the citizens since they would provide refined petroleum products domestically. He commended N825 Executive Secretary Orji Ogbonnaya Orji for the reforms he has been championing in the extractive industry for the benefit of Nigerians. He added that N825 has taken a commendable position by seeking more investment in the downstream as it has to do with the building of more private refineries. According to him, the establishment of private refineries would help to create more jobs, infrastructure, and result in an efficient and transparent oil industry. He noted that N825 needs more funding in terms of budgetary allocation. Taxes on products in the country rose to 1.36 trillion naira in the first 6 months of 2023, despite worsening hardship across the board. This is a 113.3% increase from the 636.2 billion naira it was in the first 6 months of 2021 and a 25% increase from the 1.1 trillion naira it was in the corresponding period of 2022. These figures were obtained from the National Bureau of Statistics data net indirect taxes on products and are based on current basic prices. When adjusted for inflation, the taxes on products amounted to 465.94 billion naira in the first 6 months of 2023, a 34.98% increase from the 345.2 billion naira it was in the first 6 months of 2021, and an 11.9% increase from the 416.2 billion naira it was in the corresponding period of 2022. According to the World Bank, net indirect taxes are the sum of product taxes less subsidies. It states that product taxes are taxes payable by producers as they relate to the production, sale, purchase, or use of the goods and services. The country's gross domestic product grew by 2.51% year-on-year in real terms in the second quarter of 2023. This was lower than the 3.54% recorded in second quarter of 2022, and the NBS suggested this may be because of the challenging economic conditions being experienced. The rise in product taxes year-on-year is despite falling purchasing power in the country, with inflation hitting 22.8% in June. According to the World Bank, the loss of purchasing power from high inflation has increased poverty and pushed about 4 million Nigerians into poverty between January and May 2023. Meanwhile, the International Monetary Fund has been advising Nigeria to raise its VAT rates to 15% by 2027, which could further increase the amount generated from product tax and increase the prices of products. The exchange rate between the Naira and the US dollar, according to the data released on the FMDQ Security Exchange, the official forex trading portal, showed that Naira opened at 769.66 Naira per dollar on Tuesday, August 29, and closed at 775.34 Naira per dollar on the same day. And that's all on VOP Business Show on VOP TV. We would like you to subscribe and engage with us on YouTube. It is Voice of the People TV, and on other social media channels at VOP TV Live. I'm Joy Adesuwa Iramusele. Many thanks for watching.